making a button 1 pressed function, a button 2, a button 3, some nice people over at Epic discovered that this was tedious, and thankfully they posted code. I will put the link to this. So I'm going to expand it and copy and paste. They put it over in the Fortnite dev section, be the full snippet. Now normally you'd want to open your Verse Explorer, you'd want to right click here and do a new file, and you might name it utils.verse or something. But since this is just such a small project, I am going to make sure that I am completely out of this class here, my tutorial button device. This is going to be its own thing, and I'm going to paste it, and I got to delete some of this. Okay. So normally this thing would go on top. You'd want to put this using up with your other code. I'll just keep it here for now separate, just so you know that this was written by Epic here. So they wrote this for us to use. All right, so now that we have their code snippet here, we can go back to our code and use their code, basically. So how about instead of button 1, button 2, and button 3 pressed, I'm just going to save these. So I'm going to control copy these and, oops, paste them below and comment these out. And now instead of making 3 functions, I am going to be lazy and make 1 and call these button in. No, wait, button, I'll call X for now. You'll see why. Call it button X. Button X. Button X. And button X. And now I'm going to copy one of these. And I'm going to paste this here. And now I'm going to call this button express just like up there. But now we want to pass in 2 things. But wait, while we're here, just so we don't. Okay. So now this text here, instead of doing this, why don't we just call this, I don't know, text. We'll just be creative and call it text. All right. And then just like any other function, now we need to tell it what that text is. So we're going to comma and we're going to pass that in. So we're going to call it text the same. And it's going to be of type string. Sweet. Now look at that. Oh, did I misspell it? Button X pressed. Oh, but then I got to pass it in up here. See these? So now, comma, button 1 pressed. Silly me, I forgot to say, we need to tell it about these functions down here. I did not put everything. So button 1 interacted with .subscribe. Now we need to make this a subscribe agent. That's just what they gave us. It's not something that we can write. It's just they called it subscribe agent when we're using this thing. So sorry about that. I'm like, why isn't it working? Okay. Yeah, so now instead of just interacted with .event.subscribe, now it's subscribe agent and then button. Okay, so now we got our 3 buttons and we commented these out, so it's going to ignore these 3. I could really delete these for all intents and purposes, but I'm just going to leave them for demonstration. So now it's going to use this function because we commented out our interacted with event buttons. And so now it's going to use this function. So we're going to save it again. File, save. Then we're going to do build verse code. Push changes. Save selected. Okay, and now when our game runs, if I didn't make a bug somewhere, it should do the exact same thing. How exciting, the exact same thing. But it is kind of just because, you don't have to repeat the same code over and over. Here we go. So if we did this right, now it should say you press button 1, you press button 2, you push button. Uh-oh. Maybe I didn't. Oh, yeah. Okay, so but it does work. I just didn't put the 3 there. Alright, so if you liked my tutorial, please subscribe and like. Also, this is my first one, so if I gave too much detail, if I didn't give enough detail, any hints, suggestions, anything, let me know in the comment section below. And also, if you like Fortnite Creative and want to play some of my maps, that'd be super awesome. Alright, thanks for watching, and I hope to make more tutorials soon.